Ten Hag commands for the last De Jong raid from Barcelona. Casemiro has gone ahead to hail Eric Ten Hag that he can't wait to play under this manager who goes by names of Eric Ten Hag, who has really managed to get him from Real Madrid to Manchester United. Then we are talking Eric Bay. His move to Marseille is really going to happen and he's on plane. I think he's flying tomorrow morning. Then there is a story of Antony. There is Harry Maguire and very many other stories to talk about in here onto this channel, which goes by the names of United Matters channel. Guys, thank you very much. Guys, you're really subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I came in here when you're left with 350 subscribers to hit 6,000 subscribers onto this channel, and now as I speak we are left with 250, meaning that by the time I did that video, close to 100 people came in and subscribed. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Keep subscribing. Go into the lower right bottom corner, hit that red button, and after hitting it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel. Are we together? All right, let's jet eyes. Let's go eyes in there for you. I don't want to waste any time. Frenkie de Jong is a deal that I've been chasing for, and I think by the end of this week, it's going to be 4 months chasing on the deal of Frenkie de Jong. So today morning, Mundo Deportivo from Spain told us that Man United coach Eric Ten Hag, as well as the board of the club, have made the decision to make a new offensive or defensive for Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong, meaning that United are really planning to go in and really make another raid for Frenkie de Jong, and Eric Ten Hag has made a decision and the board to make their last raid for Frenkie de Jong with just how many days left now? Are they 9? With just 9 days left, United are in for this. They are in for this and they're saying, let's go in and try our luck, because Barcelona looks like they really need money. They need money. They have not yet registered Jules Koundé. They bought him at 65 million euros, and they bought him from Sevilla. They really hijacked that deal from Chelsea, and now they've not yet registered him. And for the previous 2 games that Jules Koundé had gone ahead, Barcelona have gone ahead to play, Jules Koundé has played none of them. And I think that's why you saw a story running that Frenkie and Christensen were willing to run out of Barcelona or walk out of Barcelona if at all it reached last Saturday but one, when they're not registered. I think they had really gotten some info or intelligence that the club was willing to register Jules Koundé first than them. So that story ran out everywhere and they are registered. So Jules Koundé looks like was the most important player that Barcelona looked like they want to register at first, but obviously they wouldn't, and right now he has not played any single minute for Barcelona this time round. And for them to really register him, they need to sell Frenkie de Jong. If at all they sell Frenkie de Jong alone, they register Bernardo Silva and they can register Jules Koundé. If at all they sell only Aubameyang, they can only register Jules Koundé. And if at all they sell Frenkie de Jong, they can register 2 players and sign Bernardo Silva. So when you weigh in, it shows that this player is up for sale and Barcelona want to sell him. And I saw their game yesterday. Frenkie de Jong played close to how many minutes? Frenkie de Jong played close to 80 minutes and was taken off the pitch, and Frenkie came on the field of play and they really played very well. They won that game by 4-1, but obviously Frenkie de Jong was playing as a central defensive midfielder, always playing as a pivot or a single pivot, because Busquets was away. He got a red card in their opening game, and obviously they drew 1-1 and he couldn't feature into this game. Now, the board of United and Eric Ten Hag have made up their mind to go in and really make the last ride for Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona. And you know, United looks like they're spending money for fun. So they've already bought in Tchouaméni, and people thought that bringing in Tchouaméni would have really ended the pursuit of de Jong. People forgetting that signing in Casemiro meant a switch off for the De Jong deal, but that wasn't the case because these two are different players. That's why I told you that we need 2 midfielders, And for me, the reason as to why De Jong and Casemiro are the perfect midfielders we can have is that Casemiro can play as a central defensive midfielder. You get? And if at all he gets an injury, Frenkie De Jong can do that role too. You get? But even if both of them are viable, you can play them in a midfield three. You can play them in a double pivot, with Casemiro taking over the role of a sitting midfielder or playing a single pivot, because Frenkie De Jong is really good at making those runs that are progressive, making those dribbles, running through the midfield and really driving forward through the central axis of the midfield. So when you get Frenkie De Jong and you add him on Casemiro, it's something great that every United player would love to have in the face. Let's wait and see whether the board is going to go in and really get in Frenkie De Jong. It shows you that there is something that Erik ten Hag is having Frenkie De Jong, because if at all at this last minute he's still telling the board, go and get me Frenkie De Jong, it looks like this deal is certain to happen. And obviously Barcelona are in a position to sell, because everything doesn't look rosy for them, because they need to really see to either they really settle up their salaries. You get? Then Sith Sport, that is Demesh Seith, has gone ahead and told us that United will do everything they can to find a structure of a deal to sign Frenkie De Jong. Obviously, Frenkie De Jong owes Barcelona owes Frenkie De Jong 17 million euros, and will United go in and say that we're going to pay that money? That's the big question in there for you. But is Frenkie De Jong willing to join Manchester United? That's the big question in there for you, and the answer is simple. Do you think United would have gone to chase for a player who doesn't want to join them for all of those months? Meaning that there is an agreement with his agent, and I've seen a photo that his agent was today at the office of Manchester United in London. So it looks like there is something cooking and boiling, and obviously Barcelona want to sell Frenkie De Jong. Another reason as to why they want to sell him, the president of Barcelona said, we like the player, but to stay with him, there are some financial constraints that we have to first go through, all agree on. And now, what's the proposal from Barca? They are telling him we have to take a 50% pay cut, such that you start earning close to £200,000 a week. And he's telling them, how are you going to pay me my money? And Barca telling him, we are only willing to pay you 7 million euros cash, then you take a 50% pay cut of your salary. And he's saying, no, I'm not taking a pay cut. I want my £450,000 a week. So that is another reason that Barca want to sell this player, because he has failed to obey to what the club wants. And the same thing Xavi told to a player who goes by the name of Ousmane Dembele. He told him that, please, if you're not taking a 40% pay cut on your request, we are not going to sign you or resign you, because he was a free agent come 1st July. He was a free agent, that is Ousmane Dembele, and obviously agreed on the terms of Barca, and he signed a new contract with Barca, and obviously is playing for them. So, Demesh Seith is telling us that United are planning a structure to go on and really get the deal of Frenkie De Jong done. So let's wait and see. Frenkie De Jong is finally back in the news, and United are chasing for this player, and let's wait and see what is going to come from that side. Then, Seth, again of Sky Sports, told us that however slim the signing of De Jong is, Manchester United will continue to keep the door open. They will not close the door on Frenkie. They are monitoring the situation at Barcelona. So, when you look at how United are really taking this, they really believe that this is going to happen, and it's really going to take them to the next level, and they want to bring in Frenkie De Jong. Obviously, can you imagine the midfield of United with Frenkie De Jong and Casemiro, guys? It's really going to be a revelation. Kicking Fred and Scott McTominay onto the bench, Casemiro, Frenkie De Jong, Eriksen, midfield three. Even Bruno has limited chances to play. You get? So, Frenkie De Jong and Casemiro, if at all it happens, oh my God, it's going to be one of the best midfields in the world, because it is really elite. For that, I'll even say that you're going to win the UEFA Europa League, because when you let the Scott McTominay and Freddy's play for you up to like the quarterfinal, even if you reach the finale and then you bring your A side to beat them up, that will be a very good start for a man who goes by names of Erik ten Hag. So the reason as to why he's pushing for this deal, he knows that if at all you have Frenkie De Jong and Casemiro, it's always going to work out the way you want it. And so guys, that is something that we've gotten from Sky Sports. And again, Antony is really leading the stories of of transfers that United expect to finish this week. Again, Demesh Seth of Sky Sports has told us that Manchester United are pushing to sign Antony. They've told Ajax in talks that they are prepared to raise their offer, which would see them increase the fee and raise the initial payment. What was the initial payment? 80 million euros. Ajax are demanding for 100. Laurie Whitwell, the correspondent of Manchester United at The Athletic, he has gone ahead to let us know that Manchester United are willing to put in a bid of 94 million euros to get Antony into Manchester United, a deal that is most likely to go on and really lead us to where we want to be. Obviously, if at all you're a supporter of Manchester United, you know that if at all you get in Frenkie de Jong, you get in Antony, it's really something special for us. And if these deals go through, I really believe that Erik ten Hag would have been backed. But obviously, let's not forget the main reason that the Glazers should be thrown out of this club amidst them going ahead to deliver all these signings. Let us kick them out, because you can't tell me that you can go in and chase for a deal of a player for 4 months. You get? That is incompetence of the highest order. You get? We lost 3 points. Sorry, we lost 6 points against Brentford and Brighton because the Glazers couldn't deliver what the manager wanted. You get? The manager wanted a central defense midfielder plus Frenkie de Jong, and obviously they couldn't deliver any of those. After losing 2 games, obviously within 2-3 days, we deliver a signing of Casemiro. Imagine if at all Casemiro was here, we would have won all those games, according to me. Look now, Liverpool, we beat Liverpool yesterday because there is a very big hype the manager is really putting up, and obviously the players have gone ahead to go on and really do something special in here for the manager. But we pray they really go ahead and do that. But obviously the Glazers should go on and really sell this club to a competent owner who is really going to really let us and make us reach the levels we expect the team of Manchester United to always be on. That is a man who goes by names of Seth. He's giving us an update on Antony, a player who no longer trains with Ajax, and he is saying, I want a move away from Ajax. I want to join Manchester United. The previous story that I did, I really talked a lot about Antony, and I think all your questions have been answered. Now, the reason as why I've done this video, most of you have been asking me about Frenkie de Jong, and I said, all right, let me come in through and really do that Frenkie de Jong story because it was here lagging since morning. Then, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed to us that Eric Bailly will travel to Marseille on Wednesday early morning in order to undergo medical tests and then sign contract as new Olympic Marseille player. Eric Bailly said goodbye to Manchester United few hours ago. Done deal as revealed yesterday. To me, when I see Eric Bailly moving out of Manchester United, I really see a lot of betrayal at Manchester United, a lot of favoritism. How can you pick Eric Bailly? Sorry, how can you pick Harry Maguire over Eric Bailly? I understand that he's an injury-prone player, but I think it's better to have him around than having Harry Maguire. You get? To me, I believe losing or loaning Eric Bailly, I rather loan Harry Maguire. I loan Harry Maguire out because he's not really competent. He's lacking. If at all you watched Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane play yesterday, obviously, would you go near Eric Bailly or Harry Maguire? You get? We want fast central defenders and we're losing them. Harry Maguire can't play high line. You get? But Eric Bailly, obviously, he's leaving Manchester United, and the moment he said bye-bye to Manchester United players, that means the deal has an option to buy. Sorry, the loan has a clause to buy, and obviously, if he plays a certain number of games, United will receive a certain amount of money, and obviously, he's not returning to Manchester United. That is a man who goes by the names of Eric Bailly, finally getting out of Manchester United, and it's so much touching, according to me, but we have nothing to do for a side which goes by the names of Eric Bailly. But congratulations, Eric Bailly, for all what you took us through. Good defender. Amidst the injuries that caused his inconsistencies, but he's among the few players of Manchester United that whenever they were on the field of play, they really fought for the shirt of Manchester United. That's it. That's what makes him special, and that's why fans are really loving him, because he's one of those few players that really put their bodies on the line always when they are playing for United. So Harry Maguire stays as the captain, dumped yesterday, and obviously a story comes out today that the United fans would love to see happen at Old Trafford or Carrington. Then new David MC Donnell, known as at Disco Mirror. He's a Manchester United correspondent for Daily Mirror and Mirror Football, told us that Harry Maguire faces being frozen out long term at Manchester United. You get? The manager wants to freeze him out of the team because he doesn't meet the qualities of the central defender that Erik ten Hag wants. Now, we are being told that Maguire was told as early as last Thursday he would not start against Liverpool, with Ten Hag preferring Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez in central defense. So, Maguire, to me, I really believe that he's even lucky. When you talk about lucky people, Maguire is lucky. When you look at the player with the quality of Harry Maguire, how can two teams in the Manchester that live in Manchester go in and battle for you up? Obviously, that was a bidding war won by Manchester United, but obviously signing a player who is not competent, according to me. Harry Maguire, £80 million, very lucky. Look at the performance of Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane. Obviously, Harry Maguire and Rafael Varane, I think they are in the same age. Let me check here. Maguire. I think Maguire is turning 29 this year, or has already turned 29. All right. Has already turned 29. You get? Then Varane. Varane has also turned 29 this year. Obviously, same age. But look at the performance that Varane put out yesterday. Look at the performance that Lisandro Martinez put out yesterday. You wouldn't love to see Harry Maguire come into your defense. A prayer that I said when I was really doing what we call a match build-up yesterday. I prayed that may the Lord grant Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez a very good game against Liverpool. And obviously he did. The Almighty did and doesn't let down his people. He did. They had a very good game, and obviously I believe that Erik ten Hag has now got his defensive partnership. The only way we are going to see this partnership not playing together is when Rafael Varane gets an injury. That's it. But obviously we know where to stand. And if at all you know Erik ten Hag, he's not a manager who is good at really changing his team. The reason as to why he's tinkering so much with his players is because he's looking for his first 11. The moment he gets his first 11, obviously their numbers, the first 11 is already there. Left back Malacia, central defense Lisandro Martinez and Varane, Dalot. I really believe that the back four is really sorted. But he needs to sort out the midfield. Obviously, Casemiro comes in through, and he will always play with Frenkie He'll always play with Frenkie or Scott McTominay or Eriksson. That's it, according to me. But obviously, he knows this player a lot. And Frenkie is also good when playing with Casemiro. The reason as to why Frenkie never started the game yesterday is because Frenkie is so much good going forward, and is short. But Scott McTominay was there for the height and to put in that energy. But Casemiro comes in with energy, with talent, with technique. You get with a set of skills that Scott McTominay doesn't possess. So the other man, Anthony Martial, sealed. His position is there. Rashford and Sancho, obviously. Not until Antony comes in through and Cody Gakpo, that's when they will be shaky. But Harry Maguire, welcome to the bench of Manchester United. Obviously, you are going to be warming that bench, and that is the news we are willing to be hearing in here onto Rokani, onto a United Matters channel. Then, Casemiro unveiled yesterday at Manchester United, and he had this to say. He said the opportunity to start a new challenge at Manchester United and in the Premier League is extremely exciting. Obviously, the Premier League is the best league in the world, and if at all you want really to come and really test its bitterness, then you've come at the very right time. That is Casemiro, and obviously every man, every player who has been playing in Serie A, La Liga, League One, would always admire to come and play in the Premier League. And obviously, that's what Casemiro is talking about, the Premier League. Now, he said, I have worked with many great managers in my career, and having met with Erik ten Hag and had his ideas, I can't wait to work closely with him, his staff and my new teammates in the coming years. Obviously, this guy Casemiro is really different. I think he's a vibe, and he's that player who really fits into the system and qualities of Erik ten Hag like a glove. Reason being, he doesn't give up. He keeps chasing that ball from the first minute to the 90th minute. And Erik ten Hag would like a player to put in such an effort. And by the way, I really believe that when you phase out these other players who don't work in a lot and bring in players who will work in a lot, obviously these others will also raise themselves to the occasion. That's what I really believe, because yesterday I saw Lisandro Martinez, Malacia really putting an effort, and I saw Rafael Varane too putting an effort, Diego Dallo doing the same. So I think Casemiro is in the right place, and he has hailed Erik ten Hag that he can't wait to work with him, and he told him some good and enticing words, and that is a man who goes by the names of Casemiro. Again, Casemiro, where I hate to say that I'm ending one beautiful journey in Madrid whilst starting another one in Manchester, as determined as ever to win football matches, win trophies, and make our fans proud by bringing success to the club. When I really hear a mentality like that from Casemiro, I really say thank you, God, to get us a player like him, because obviously we've been lacking players with that winning mentality. That's it. We've been lacking players with that winning mentality, and obviously we have one right onto the board of United to take part into that central midfield area. And obviously we've been lacking a CDM, and that's why we want Frenkie de Jong to come in through, or another central defensive midfielder, because when he really gets an injury, we will go back to where we've been. So Casemiro is really says he's ending a beautiful journey, or one beautiful journey, and starting another in Manchester. He's here to play football games and win trophies. That's it. I want to see us winning trophies. And lastly, he said, everybody knows the history of Manchester United, the significance of the club around the world, and what it means to its supporters. To represent United is an honor, and I'm ready to give everything to help the team achieve our ambitions. So, what else can I say about Casemiro? He has told you that he's ready to come in and put in the effort to win. And obviously, you've seen him do these things at Real Madrid, the Brazilian national team, and everywhere he has put a foot on the pitch of football. He has always made it a point that he really becomes that player that everyone really believes he is. So, thank you guys for watching again. Casemiro, I can't wait to see him play on Saturday against Southampton. Let's wait and see. The moment you see United put up Casemiro holding the shirt, just get to know that visa is sorted and is registered with the Premier League and is going to play. Remember, for him to play, he's supposed to be registered before midday in England. That's it. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen between Casemiro and United as we play side which goes by Everton, because we can't wait to see him play against Southampton in that red colour of United. He was unveiled yesterday at Manchester United, Old Trafford Stadium, and people were really hailed and felt so much okay. And Casemiro is the real deal for Manchester United, and let's wait and see what he puts up on the field of play, because obviously he's one of those 30 years of age, adding his experience with that of Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, David De Gea, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Eriksson. So I really believe that we are getting more leaders, as Erik ten Hag said yesterday after the game of Liverpool that he won, that we need very many leaders. Bringing in Casemiro brings a new, all different atmosphere in the dressing room, and people will know that obviously we are having winners. And obviously, he's a guy that many youngsters can learn from, as Erik ten Hag stated, that players like Casemiro, Ronaldo, and Rafael Varane are good examples for the young players at the club. So thank you very much for watching in. Your reactions to the last Frenkie de Jong raid, commanded by Erik ten Hag, and Casemiro hailing Erik ten Hag, then Eric Bay leaving Harry Maguire, going to be really frozen out of Manchester United, because it looks like the defensive partnership of Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez has gone ahead to impress the manager, and he was told on Thursday that he's not going to start in the game of Liverpool, meaning that the manager made his decision early enough. So I'm out for now. See you later. I'll only return. I'll only return unless I won't return unless a story really breaks. That's when I'm going to return. But I'm out. See you later. But subscribe to this channel, guys. Remember, we are left with 8 days. With 8 days, we can hit close to 7,000 subscribers. We are left with just 200 to hit 6,000 subscribers, and I know we can go in and really get in more because you guys are the ones that really make this channel happen and flow. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly, and I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ. See you tomorrow.